Okay, so the first thing you'll notice here is going to be that the rain's going to come into play and makes these two sets of enemies a lot more tricky. So be in mind that the wind's going to blow you back. Again, here with the wind, the jumps are really going to become a bit more painful, simply because you have to time them differently in order to make sure you land them. Now, the Escaroos are the mini bosses of the level. They're not too much to worry about, in particular this one, but the second one's a real cunt because there's a waterfall that gets in the way, but you'll see more of that later. And this part here is just the last part of the stage. You're going to see these sharks jumping up. There's a few tricky jumps, and just the key to this is just getting your timing right and making sure you're avoiding the sharks. Easiest way to do it is to constantly move forward. So with Toadman, the first thing you're going to want to do is slide right up next to him, so that'll prevent him from using his rain flash move. From there, you should be able to lock him into a pattern where he just keeps jumping from left to right. So keep running underneath him and shoot him. This guy's a pushover, he'll be done in no time. Okay, so welcome back to Show Us Your Tips Part 2. It's been a long time coming, but we're going to tackle Mega Man 4 through 6 today and pick the easiest Robot Master of each one.
Yeah, I mean, I'm feeling a bit more confident after playing the game a bit more previously. Obviously in the last time we did this. And just in my spare time. Getting used to the physics, I guess. And
yeah, that's my favourite thing about the Mega Man series is that the physics don't change from game to game at all.
Yeah, it's consistent.
Yeah, so it means no matter which one you pick up, you know exactly how you control, you know exactly what his capabilities are.
Yeah. Yeah, we're doing Toadman.
Yeah, there are some tricky parts in the level.
Yeah.
But like the Escaroos or the snails are, they can be quite problematic, but especially the second one. But other than that, the wind physics here.
Yeah, it's a bit
can really fuck you as well.
Yeah,
like that looks like a very easy jump, but
yeah,
if you jump the way you normally would, you're going straight down that hole there.
All right, just panicking a little bit with the wind physics. No, man, fucking those birds! Like, what are they called? Do you remember?
No, not off the top of my head, I can't actually. It's got to be something to do with fucking penguins or something.
Yeah.
Even though penguins can't fly, I guess. But
in the Mega Man world, they can.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I mean, it is just this level, the physics, how they've changed obviously with the water, the wind and the rain, and the waterfalls, it's a bit, like kind of throws you off a bit, I guess.
Yeah, absolutely. You get relaxed, I think, and you keep...
Fucking
You've got to constantly remind yourself of the physics.
Yeah,
like every jump you have to.
Even something like fuck off. Bollocks. Yeah, I mean I'm doing alright so far.
Yeah, you're having a good run now.
Yeah.
And here's Escaroo number 1.
Yeah. I hate these.
This one's not too bad. It's just that the attacks are just very random.
Yeah, like I never know if he's gonna throw a bomb or like shoot out his fucking eyes, which is just bizarre in itself, for example. See, I don't mind that when you jump and you kind of catch it at the right time. So like the eyes shoot out and just avoid you. Fucking out.
There we go.
One down.
And number 2.
Yeah, this is the one that just shits me. Like, oh, we'll just take a waterfall, split to the middle, so whichever part of the platform you're on, it's just different. Like the physics are completely...
Yeah, you've really got to make a choice here. Like if you're standing on the right side of the waterfall, which is what I normally do, you've got a little more platform to work with.
Yeah.
But you don't have so much time to react to what he's doing.
To his attacks. Okay.
Yeah, so just depends which way you'd rather go on that one.
Fucking hell. Oh, suck a dick. Alright, so...
Yeah, so this part, there's a few tricky jumps here, and getting the timing right with the sharks. Or the fish, I don't know, whatever you want to call them.
Mechanical fish.
Yeah. Just keep running and jumping here.
Yeah.
And don't hit your head on that second one. There we go, there we go. And so that's pretty much the hard part done now. Like all the difficult parts, yeah, so...
I can still manage it. Oh, I thought I was going to fuck it up.
Now we're at Toadman himself, so yeah, what you want to do is slide twice to get right into him before he uses the rain flash.
Yeah.
And then he should just keep jumping from side to side.
Alright.
Be a pushover from there.
So yeah, as soon as he's health.
Yep. There you go.
I'm getting too close though. Yeah, but I mean...
Like, this is a walk in the park now, like you've trapped him in that pattern.
Probably the easiest Mega Man boss I've had to fight. Purely down to, I mean... Just gotta keep... There we go.
Bang.
Yeah. Pretty
Taken
straightforward,
care
wasn't
of.
it? Yeah.
Yeah, it's just those Escaroos, in particularly that second one.
Yeah.
Just makes that level more difficult
Yeah,
than it should
definitely.
be.
But
Yeah, that was a nice easy start.
yeah.
Guess we'll push on to Mega Man 5.
Yeah.
Cool. At the start of Stone Man's level, you're going to run into some Mets, but they're a little different to how you've seen them previously. These ones are going to explode when you shoot them, and you're going to get 3 little Mets pop out of it. Here you're going to want to make use of your charge shot, because that's the only way to take care of these mines that are going to come streaming for you as soon as you get on the same level as them. These 2 sets of enemies on their own are really not much to worry about, but when they're both coming for you at the same time, you've got to really keep aware. The last thing you want to do is take a backward step and respawn the torpedoes that appear from the right hand side of the screen. Once you get to this part, you're almost home. The enemies are similar to the ones we just spoke about, except this time there's a few more little platforms in between that you're going to have to navigate. Keep your wits about you. There are 2 keys to defeating Stone Man. First, you're going to want to make use of your charge shot, because that's going to increase your impact radius. Second of all is timing. You want to make sure you're hitting Stone Man as he's on his way down from his jumps, as he spends most of the fight invulnerable. Stick to this plan and you'll have no trouble at all.
Right, yeah. So Mega Man 5.
Mega Man 5.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Same. So I mean, Stone Man.
Yep. Ethan's going to go head to head with Stone Man now. See if you can take him down.
Yep.
Hopefully the tips come in handy. It's a very long level.
Yeah.
I think Stone Man's one. At least it feels like that when you're playing it.
Yeah.
And it gets stretched out even more because you really do need to exercise your patience a little bit in this one.
Okay.
Like one of the keys of success in this level, I think, is to make sure you're never going backwards.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of enemies like these little flying turban looking cunts.
Yeah.
And later on in the level, the torpedoes, where if you walk backwards, you're going to scroll them back onto the screen.
Okay.
And you're going to get yourself into panic, and that's when it all goes pear-shaped from there.
Alright, yeah. I'll try my best to not get frustrated.
Yeah, we'll bring it up when the bits come. But
Yeah. I mean, it's another great looking level in terms of the sprites and
they never get it wrong. The design,
No.
I think.
yeah, like the color scheme, just the pixel work, like on the rocks and stuff, just looks
Yeah, very easy on the eyes.
fantastic. Definitely.
Yeah, and I've noticed you're already doing it, but definitely taking advantage of the charge
Yeah,
on the Mega Buster in this one is key to it.
yeah,
'Cause especially when you get to the part with all the torpedoes,
yeah,
you're going to find that it's much easier if you use the charge shot because you can tear through more than one enemy
yeah.
at
And I mean,
once.
like even here, it saves you trying to jump and get away a little,
Yeah,
kind of more difficult shot, I guess.
yeah, and the bit coming up with the mice as well. Yeah, then
Okay.
because obviously they're too short, you can't hit them while you're standing on the same level as them, but you can with the charge shot.
Okay.
They tease you with this little bit of health there.
Oh fuck. Yeah, I'm
Yeah,
just gonna
do the bolt.
run.
Oh mate,
Thank God for
Yeah.
slowdown. Fucking.
it's a pretty smooth sequence though. That. Nice little couple of jumps in there. Yeah, take care of this cunt. Ain't nothing to worry about.
And then a change of scenery. No.
Looks great, doesn't it?
Yeah, it looks fantastic. Like, it really does. Okay.
Like I was saying to you earlier, it's like it really is. it does feel like somewhat a release.
Yeah.
Like after you come out of the dungeon and then you see the bright blue sky, and it's like just for a second you're going to think everything's all right again.
Yeah. Until these flying fucking things ruin my day.
Yeah, this is the bit where you really can't afford to go backwards because they're going to come back as soon as you do. It's all about the timing now with this one. There we go. Looking good here, mate.
No, I'm doing pretty well. Was doing pretty well.
Yeah, it's just that thing. Like I even still to this day do that myself. Like you get impatient.
Yeah.
Oh, that was nice.
Yeah, that worked out well. Come on.
Okay, now the stretch. And again here, like you're going to see a lot of these torpedoes, and as soon as you see them, you basically want to stand still and let them come to you.
Yeah.
And it's a pain in the ass to try and get that E-tank there. Like your jump has to be pixel perfect.
Yeah. Please, come on.
Come on, Eddie.
Oh, you fucking bastard. I appreciate the life, to be honest. But some health would have been more fucking useful.
You'll be alright. If you get a good pattern with Stone Man, you might even be able to get through without him doing any damage to you. Yeah, pretty good. A couple more of these annoying little bastards out of the way, and we are home.
Okay, now. Stone Man.
Time to fight some Stone Man.
Alright,
so again, yep, you got to keep in mind here the whole time that he's never going to walk towards you.
Yeah.
So if he's standing a pixel or two away from you, you're pretty safe.
Yeah.
Because he's going to jump again. Just got to watch out for the boulder attack.
Yeah. Just trying to get that timing as well. Like.
Yeah, very important to know that with the timing, for a lot of this fight, he's invulnerable.
Yeah.
So you've got to kind of get him in that little frame before he lands on his jump, or when he's standing still, idly. But mate, you're destroying this here.
Just getting that. Sometimes I just lose the timing.
Yeah.
Fucking hell. Yeah.
You're eating this bloke for breakfast, ain't mate?
Fuck's sake.
See, he hasn't released the boulder in a while too, which is really good.
Get him. Oh, should be okay.
Oh yeah, you got this. Nice one.
Aye, fucking hell.
Well, that was relatively painless.
It was. Aye.
First time.
Yeah. I think the stage is harder than the boss though. But that is just, just keeping that rhythm, which I kind of lost. Like trying to just time the charge shot before he lands.
Because the problem is, once you break your rhythm, it sets you up for the next hit and the next hit and the next hit until you can find it again. So,
yeah, aye.
Well played.
Yeah, on to Mega Man 6.
Let's do it. So when you see these blokes, shoot the barrel to make the little fella pop his head out, and once he does, blow it right off. Here you're going to want to exercise a little patience and wait for the spikes to go up before you make your move. Once the spikes fly up, mini jump over this little gap here and then get ready to shoot. In this part, watch for his projectiles and time your jumps accordingly. The quicker you get in closer to him, the easier it's going to be. This part is tons of fun. Keep in mind though, there are a few safe platforms throughout this part, so you're going to want to take advantage of that and use it to plan your next jump carefully. Fighting against Nightman can be an exercise in patience. The only time he's vulnerable is when he pulls his hand back to throw his projectile. When you do see him pull his hand back, make sure you're moving away from him so that the projectile won't reach you. Watch out for his attacks from above and remember to keep your buster charged. Okay, so this time we're going after Mega Man 6.
Yeah. Which boss we're doing?
We're doing Nightman.
Nightman.
Yep. For me, this personally is my favourite Mega Man level
Yeah.
of any of the Mega Man games. I just think the level design is unreal.
Yeah.
So it's basically set as Nightman's the boss of the castle.
Yeah. I mean, already it just looks
Yeah.
really fucking cool.
Yeah, there's a lot of changes in the scenery as well, and I really
Yeah.
like the colour palette here. Yeah, so these little blokes can be a pain in the ass. The best thing to do, as said, is just to get as close as you can to them as quick as possible,
Yeah.
and then you won't give them a chance to
Sure.
fire off the bullets.
Yeah. See this, I always feel uneasy about.
Yeah, the key is that little jump. That little jump. It's
Yeah.
just you've really just got to tap it. If you hit a full jump at that part, you're gonna go straight up into the spikes.
Yeah. I don't know why I did that.
Got lucky with that one.
Yeah, fucking hell. Oops.
So as anyone knows who's played the game before, those spikes are instant death.
Yeah, terrifying.
So yep, touch them, you're gonna die.
Oh.
And this is the only really example of bad level design you can give in this game, because it seems like the programmers didn't take into account the fact that you can shoot through walls there, making that screen nearly pointless.
Yeah.
I think you might recognise this bit from I think that was in the intro.
Yeah, yeah, I think
show,
it is,
wasn't it?
yeah. Oops. Yeah, I mean, it is just a great looking level. Like the change of colour throughout, like on the backgrounds.
Yeah, just a lot of attention to detail in this. And you'll notice very soon for yourselves that it's quite a short level, this one. So a couple of tricky jumps, but really nothing that's too challenging in this part.
Yeah.
There we go.
Again, just being patient and timing jumps. Life. I mean, I would have preferred some health, but she has made.
Eddie's a prick.
That looks cool as fuck as well. Like
Yeah,
dark
doesn't it?
skies. How before it was like kind of.
Yeah, it was sunsetty before. Now it's
Sunset,
night
yeah.
time. Now Ethan made that look really easy, that part there. But those enemies, if you don't fire that second shot immediately, the enemies go apeshit and
Yeah, and
charge after you a lot
Yeah.
quicker, and it's hard to get out of their way.
no, this.
This is my favourite part of the level. I love this.
Chaos.
And now that's basically all there is to it. Just get past this guy here. So we're a little low on health at the
Yeah.
moment, but
A little bit high. Just a tiny bit.
and Nightman himself can be very frustrating because he doesn't follow a specific pattern. His moves are quite randomised.
Yeah, this is going to be a short one, I think. Yeah. Alright.
So round 2.
Yeah. Okay. Full health this time.
Right, let's see if he gives you a little more friendly pattern this time.
Yeah.
Okay, jumps at the start. That's good.
Oh, fucking hell.
Yeah, the only downside to relying on the charge shot though is that if you get hit, it resets the charge.
Yeah. Yeah, it kind of makes it a bit more difficult to keep a rhythm up if, like, he's random, so it's... Come on.
There you go. That's nice and friendly there. Come on, another one. There we are.
And one more. No.
No, that's cool. Now we're
Yeah.
gonna deal with that
Yeah, it's been nice over there.
until now.
No, until now. If I can just get away from it.
Okay, you should have this in the bag from here.
Fuck.
Yeah, you always want to give yourself plenty of space here and never really get trapped in the corner like he's
Like
trying to do
that,
to you
yeah.
now. There we go.
Fuck.
Nail biter.
Aye.
And
Yeah.
that was Nightman.
Yeah. Guess So fought the Nightman and destroyed him.
King of the castle. Man.
Yeah.
So there you go. So that's Mega Man 1 through 6.
Yeah. Feeling a bit more comfortable with him now. Like, aye.
Yeah, so it's probably worth noting that before we started doing this little series of episodes, Ethan hadn't really played much Mega Man before.
No.
Just kind of wrote it off as a hard game.
Yeah.
But
I know it's, I don't know, incredibly satisfying.
Yeah, just like with most retro games, it's all about
Yeah.
perseverance. You know,
Yeah.
like
No, definitely.
get in there and have a crack and like keep doing it, and keep
Yeah.
doing it, and keep doing it until you get it right.
Yeah, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
But aye, maybe part 3 coming.
Yeah, you never know.
At some point.
Never know.
For now, yeah, that was Shows You Tips Mega Man.
Part 2.
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. We hope you learned a thing or two today, and hopefully you'll be able to get a better start off in the Mega Man series.
If you're looking for something a little more advanced though, like we mentioned last time, be sure to check out those crazy cunts over at Snupsters and the weird things they do with this game series.
And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe. See you guys later.
Thanks for watching, guys. Time for a drink.
Of course.